for giving us some time.
What's up, guy? How you?
I'm good. I'm good. Listen, man, first I want to just say that I feel like they did a fantastic job on Blood, Sweat, and Tears. The way they highlighted you. I've been following you for a long time. I didn't know as much information as I learned on the Blood, Sweat, and Tears. How did you feel watching it back? Do you feel they did a good job on your part? And yeah, man, just how'd you feel watching it?
Actually, like I say, I ain't. I'm glad they always make you look cool. I always want to look decent on film, but as far as that, me and that. I don't know. I've been with that kid for so long. It's just like I've been on TV before too. So it ain't no big deal, But I think they did a great job with everything, telling his story, and I think they did a great job promoting the fight, and the crew was real good, and shit, I've been getting a lot of real riches for that, just from seeing me and everything like that. So that's the most part that make me feel good is a lot of people see me up there, and it make them feel good, You don't get that a lot, so like I say, I'm grateful for that. I appreciate that. They put me on the gym. They got my portrait on the boxing gym down here too, and so I'm glad to be a positive influence. I'm glad to be somebody that been somewhat of a role model and inspire in some type of way.
Yeah, man, I feel like they did a great job because, like I said, I've seen you around Bud for as long as I've known Bud and followed his career, but I never knew that you were like a mentor, I didn't even know you was sparring him when he was 7 years old. So they just gave us a lot of information, and I think it was important. I specifically did a review on the show on that specific episode because I really enjoyed, learning more about you. And
Thank you.
I guess, because from the outside looking in, somebody could just think you're just his friend or just some guy, but to know that you've been there for him all those years on a emotional and mental level as well as a physical, like you would train with him, and I really love that part when it was like they turned to Bomac. Oh, obviously Bomac turned to the camera and he's like, that Crawford said he can't wait to get bigger so he could put hands on you because you was putting hands on him. So I don't know. I just really enjoyed what they did, and I'm glad they gave you a little bit of shine so that the people know your hard work and all that you've achieved.
Yeah, and also, when I first kind of got introduced to everybody, from doing the Instagram and the live and everything like that, people was I was getting a lot of negative things said about me and this and but like I say, I've been with the guy, so that's why I'm going with him like that, because I've been with him. I've been with him all this time, so I got a different perspective than a lot of people. What I'm saying? That just watch boxers, and what I'm saying. I got an actual personal relationship with this guy.
Yeah, for sure, man. But I do want to get into the fight. We just seen Kyrone Davis. He had a fight with David Benavidez, but before that fight, he was in the Crawford camp sparring, and we had his trainer on today, Stephen Edwards, aka Breadman.
Yeah.
And he specifically said that Kyrone told him that Crawford hits hard. He said obviously he took the shots better because he's a bigger man, but that Crawford's a very accurate puncher and a hard puncher. And I guess what I'm trying to say is we're struggling with whether or not Porter can be stopped.
Yeah. Bud gonna be the one. He can do that. Like I say, he got jolting power. You see what he did to Kell Brook. You see, what I'm saying? It's he got jolting power, and when he starts cranking it up, he hit you with all the right in the right spots. He touch your body. Like I say, he go to work on you. And what he does also in there is he's a mentally aware in there, and he mentally wears you down too. Like I say, he didn't. I mean, man, he fired up about this fight, and like he said, he sees something in Sean Porter. He see in a way that he could stop him, man. I believe him.
Now, I was watching that Earl Spence Sean Porter fight this morning. Did you watch that
Yeah.
tape? And when's the last time you watched it?
Oh, I watched it. I wouldn't say that long ago. But man, it's styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? And we got a blueprint from seeing how Earl Spence fought. He started standing there and fire with that man. You know what I'm saying? And see how he caught him in the 10th round. And so I'm looking for something more like that. I understand how he gonna be rough and this and that, and but man, Bud know how to move too. Spence can't move. Bud know how to circle. Bud know. You know what I'm saying? So, it's so many different dynamics.
So
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So obviously I watched that fight because Earl is a southpaw, and Bud, to me, I could be wrong, but that's why I'm getting you. It seems like when he goes into kill mode, he likes to be in that southpaw position. And obviously I figured watching the Earl fight would be the best tape because I'm assuming with Porter being the best opposition, Crawford's going to come out in his most comfortable style, which would be southpaw. Is that safe to assume, or you think it just goes how it goes on fight night?
Yeah, it just goes how it goes. That's you can't never say how he gonna do it. And when usually when he gets in right-handed stance, that's more where he's doing the hurting.
Yes.
In the southpaw stance, he's got more of a better rhythm. He's really boxing good, and stuff like that. When he's in the right-handed stance, he's more to go get you. He's more standing in the pocket like he was with Velasquez, And so it all just depends on him. That kid, he got a brain in there, and he can do whatever he wants, And sometimes, he put himself out there more than he should, But that's just like he say, he loved to fight, and but he got a lot of skill in that demeanor too. So in that way, you just never know, man. Just never know, and we know how Sean Porter coming, but they never know how we coming.
Who do you think is the better body puncher, Earl Spence or Terrence Crawford?
Bud, because Earl Spence is a good body puncher. I ain't no doubt. But if you watch Bud, all different angles where he touched the body and how he touched the body, you just gotta watch. He's a beautiful body puncher, man. He goes to work, man. When he go to that body, it's almost like Mayweather. He touches that body all the time. He constantly touch you to that body, and with both hands. Like I say, the style in which he go to the body. Just watch some of them shots, how he counter shots to the body and stuff. Real good stuff. That boy's a wonder, man. Man, you just had that Molina fight on, and man, you seen him. Molina, it wasn't a big fight like that, but man, he boxed the daylights out there, man. If you just watch the stuff he was doing in there, you gotta watch that. That's when you're studying. Boy, you watch that stuff he was doing in there, punching on the move, man, making him miss by just an inch. Oh man, that boy, he tough, man. He tough.
So I got a few questions from the people. We got James Valdez in San Antonio that says Devin Haney versus Joseph Diaz. Who wins and how?
Well, I'm going with Devin because he a cold boxer. He a cold boxer. Actually, we were just talking about this, and I picked Teofimo probably to stop him because Devin don't hit that hard, and Teo, Teo hit hard, and Linares kind of got to him a little bit, and I would, man, they both, they all hell of a fights. I can't say, but I think he beats JoJo Diaz though. I think he beats JoJo Diaz.
And we got Brandon Maurice in Cincinnati that says, no question, just showing some love to the rest of the Bud Crawford team. Whenever you in Cincinnati, tap in, fam, lunch, and big booty thoughts on me.
Nice. That's cold blood. Cincinnati, yeah, since we got Michael Gamble from Cincinnati, Bubakar, that's our boy, he from Cincinnati. So we got love in Cincinnati, and we got a lot of love for Cincinnati. Yep.
Stonebone Boxing in Colorado says, what up, bro? Just want to say how I'm proud of how far you came since our Omaha North High days. Please let the TBV family know about your Hall of Famer amateur boxing career. See you in Vegas, bro, and appreciate you getting me, Amir Khan, shout out. Hashtag Omaha, hashtag Northside.
Yeah. Oh, that's my boy Jeremy, man. And now he stays up there in Colorado, and we going up there to Colorado. I appreciate that. You know, like I say, man, I all this love I'm getting, I appreciate it, you know. And it's a blessing too. And you know, they brung me in a lot more closer this time, you know, and so it all works in God's time. And I appreciate everything. I thank you for calling me for the interview. Everybody, you know, it's just like, I'm not much of a fame person or stuff like that, you know. I'm like, you know, I know what it is and everything like that, but I appreciate all the love. You know, it's always good to be recognized.
For sure. We got Rue in the 504 in New Orleans says, do you see yourself as Crawford's Bundini Brown? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, Bundini Brown. You know, he was the motivator. You know, he was Sugar Ray Robinson.
Okay.
He was first with Sugar Ray Robinson. And
that's what I'm saying. See, I thought that's what you was at first. I thought you was like Devin Haney's church, but you know, I feel like ESPN showed a different side. Like I didn't know that you sparred and that you was a successful amateur. Like, you know, because that's what I'm saying. Before this episode, you was marginalized, unfortunately, into just like a hype man. Yeah. And I wanted to specifically get you on because your story was told, and you know, no one knew, you know, and you deserve your flowers.
That's what, and that's what I was trying to tell you earlier. That's what I was saying, you know, like when I first got introduced, you know, like I say, I got off on Bud his Instagram, you know, I was talking stuff because I felt like we was getting attacked, you know, and I know Bud not like that, and I was just mad. You feel me? Just like, man, I gotta say, you know what I mean? And it just went like that, and everything, it just started growing from there, you know. And like I say, so I got a lot of negative comments. You know, I got this. They calling me crackheads. They saying all this old funny stuff about me, you know. And so, like I say, when they come along and say all that, you know, it just reinforces it. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean on a higher level.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
No, of course it makes sense, man. And I'm just I'm just glad that they gave you the proper shine that you deserve, you know.
And this is all my people want too. This is all in my hometown. This is all they want. You feel me? That like people love me, and I, you know, I'm thankful for that. You feel me? It's like I don't know how I inspire people and stuff like that. I don't know what I do. You know, I just be being myself. You know, and you know, like I say, sometimes you know I get it's good and bad. You know what I'm saying? Some different things come my way. A lot good though, mostly good. You know, and that's really everywhere I go. So. Like I say, you know, I get so much love from everybody else, you know, and really I always have been. You feel me? Like always have been. I always been. They show me love. You know, I guess it's the way I carry myself and just the fella that I am. The Lord blessed me like that. I was raised good, you know. And so, you know, so from that on, and, you know, my charisma or whatever it is about me, you know, it just carried on. So it's just like, it's business, like, because everybody, go ahead.
Hiya, sorry, my name's Lady Shan. We've just speaking about, you know, welterweights and Porter's weight and him being a quite a big welter and Spence being a big welter. Would you say that Bud has acclimatized to being a welter? Has he grown into being a welter? Because I saw Bud as quite smaller than the ones that I just mentioned. But has he filled out as such?
No. Oh, for sure. I definitely, you could see him, man. He's a welterweight, you know. He's 5'8". That's about the size of a welterweight. You know, he got strong bones. You know, he's kind of slim, but he's solid. You know, like a fire plug. That man is like, man, I'm telling you, and he's stronger than you think. Like I say, he's bullying heavyweights, notable heavyweights. You know, in the gym. You know, in the gym, you know, that gotta have some type of carry some type of weight. You know, so like I'm saying, notable heavyweights, he's pushing them around, you know, middleweights and stuff like that. You know, he's standing in the pocket with these guys and, you know, he's doing what he wants, you know. This guy's really, he's something else. And I don't think the size has nothing to do with it.
Okay. And could you see? Is he at the frame where it's possible that he could? Obviously, he walks around 20, maybe even 30 pounds heavier. Who knows? Some fighters stay close to their fighting weight.
Yeah.
But could you see?
Yeah.
Does Bud have the frame to fight at 54?
Most definitely. Most definitely. I think he, he's just as big as the rest of them, and I think that 54 will be about his limit. But I think he could. He's a hell of a boxer. That's another thing too. He's a hell of a boxer.
Right. Yeah, I was just wondering because I do have these conversations on my show and with my people, and I said 54 would probably be the cap of where he would be able to go. No more than that. Whereas, Porter's and they fought heavy in the amateurs. I think Porter fought at super middle anyway. So yeah, I just thought that Bud would cap at 54.
Yeah. But see what they did with Sean, like I say, he was mediocre at 54, So they brought him down, and like I say, they got him with Devin, which is great matchmaking. Devin was a 32-pounder, 39-pounder coming out the amateur. Sean was always a 65. So, like I say, he whatever they doing to make that man make 147 is amazing because I was
amazing, isn't it?
And making weight every time they always made us lose weight. You feel me? So
yeah.
So I mean, he was coming from how much? 180 something.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know, but so how he making the weight? He does well.
He makes it comfortably as well. Porter never looks weight drained or anything.
Yes, I know. So, like I say, they're doing a tremendous job with Sean Porter. But, far as Bud, I think, he's a big guy. He don't look that big, but he carries that weight. He got them big hands. That boy, he just got a slender frame, but he's solid. And so I think 54 will be about the peak. But we got so much business to do at 47. It's just that's like an afterthought. And one more thing, I'm gonna just say, we were just talking. In the gym about guys, back in the day, guys used to just stay in one weight class. They used to rule one weight class, but everybody wants to jump so much these days,
I was just saying that. I was just saying that, man. Like guys like B-Hop, Ponce de Leon, like dudes just stood at their weight class and showed they was the man. Pernell was like that. But I got another question for you. Yeah. Big Casual says,
go ahead.
What's up, champ? Been seeing you around Bud the Legend for a while now. But after watching Blood, Sweat, and Tears, I didn't know Bud looked up to you as a kid growing up in the boxing gym. Salute, champ. I can't wait for this weekend. Once Bud goes undisputed at welterweight like he did at 140, do you think Bud would fight Jermell Charlo at 54? If so, how does that fight play out? Remember, there was a little bit.
That'll be a hell of a fight. That'll be a hell of a fight. That'll be a hell of a fight. Like I say, man, these guys, they need to be starting it up. The way it's in the boxing is heating up at this end. They printing the money, man. They need to make these fights, man. We craving for entertainment, and like I say, the people that's involved in boxing, everybody on their side is involved in boxing. If you want this thing to thrive, man, let's get these fights made, and let's have some fun. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's a hell of a fight. But we got to get past this guy because everybody want to see the Spence fight. It's the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather fight of this generation. Mm-hmm. You understand? Sorry. And we need to excuse my language. We're trying to get to this. You understand? And just to me, just as a fan, that's what we want to see. Please, fellas, get this money.
Bud did say that that fight is. He's past that fight now. He's not bothered with that fight. So are we to let go of that fight? Because we're all kind of like letting go of that fight, like how Kell Brook and Amir Khan was. We just let it go. Are we to let go of the Spence fight? Truly,
ain't nobody letting you. You can't let it go. That's not a human nature. We always want what we can't have, and that's just piss talk. We gon' want to fight. We want to fight. Everybody is all eyes on us this weekend coming up to see how the kid does. You know, everybody's predicting or not. They think he can knock him out. It's just so many different things going on, and you have to face that first, you know, which is a huge task. You know, like I say, the pressure that these guys is under, you know, is amazing. But the kid is extra ready, and this is what he dream of. So at the same time, you know, you gotta wait on. You know, can't get past this one. But you know, in fantasy talk and things, you know, we want to see that. Come on, stop playing. Yes, come on now, come on. Super Bowl stuff, you know. Let's go.
Just one more question before my colleague wants to jump in. Do you honestly see yourself? Well, not yourself, but you know, do you see Bud being able to stop Porter, who has never been stopped at all in his pro career, as much as I know?
Sure, because he got jolting power. You know, this kid got power. He hit harder than you think. And he starts to go to work on them guys, you know, and he got a good high output of rate. You know, he throw a lot of punches, you know. And so that's like I say, in Porter, I mean, I'm trying to tell you, like I say, if y'all listen to anything I said, I'm calling this spontaneous combustion, you know, because Sean Porter, you watching Sean Porter, and at the same time you watching him, and, you know, the highlights is hell of a crazy, you know, thing to watch, you know. Them highlights, oh, Jesus. But, you know, so, you know, well, he looks like a hell of an animal to tame, but like I say, you know, we done seen it done before, and Bud Crawford the best in the world, so I'm expecting no less.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't.
Yep.
I'm Bud. By the way, I'm Team Bud all day. By the way, so you don't have to like this. But I'm just asking these questions because I know people that are not able to answer these questions want these questions like asked, and it's just a thing that, you know, I believe in. Bud does have the power to stop Sean Porter, but then again, if I put my kind of like journalistic head on and use the stats that are available to me, it's just the fact that he's never been dropped. I mean, he's never been stopped.
Yeah.
He's been dropped. He's never been stopped.
Yeah.
So it's like, me as a fan would say Bud stops Porter in 8. But me as looking at the stats, I would have to say Bud wins on points. You know? So, yeah, that's what I'm battling with. Two different heads. Like fan head and journalist head, I guess.
Yeah, you know, you never know. It's a fight. You know, anything can happen. Just like that happened over there. Kiko Martinez just knocked out Kill Gallahan. Yeah. But this is what I want to say because I got to go. I got to wait on my airplane. You know, the fighters, I don't care who you like. You know, like all the fighters. You got to like some. You might like more than others. You know, you don't got to be against the fighter just because you like one more in particular. No, you understand? And I think that's what we get under. We kind of get things misunderstood like that. Like when we was at the Shakur fight, you know, like I say, you ain't got to boo Jamel. You know, it's both of us together. Right. You know, you ain't got to boo. You know, just because you don't deal with him. You know, you salute them both, but you going for one of them. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. No, I'm Team Bud, but I'm not anti. I'm not anti Porter. I like Porter as a person.
Coach,
I
she
like
hogging
him as a
you,
fighter,
man.
but...
She hogging you up, Coach. I gotta ask you one before you go. All right?
Go. Well, you told me I don't ask questions, and now I'm asking questions.
Let me just get one before you. Let me just get one before you leave. I wanted to ask before you go. The $1 million question, obviously, is: do you, Bernard Davis, believe that your friend Terrence Crawford will re-sign to Top Rank? Because obviously everyone knows this is his last fight on that deal, and you know, people do and don't want him to re-sign.
I can't say what it is to do right now, but I definitely think that the narrative has changed. You know what I'm saying? I think they did a hell of a job promoting the fight. I think it's going to be a lot of buys. It's going to be a lot of, you know, I think it's the most anticipated fight. And I think, Lord willing, we come through with the fight. I think all the names is going to want to fight us now. We're going to be able to get those fights because, you understand, it's the thing to do now, you know? And so I don't know whether he resigns or not. You know, I can't say what a man would do. But me, myself, you know, being in the situation it was, I would be, you know, I would want to be the most independent as I could, you know. Like I say, you earned your right, and you know what I'm saying? You hell of a person. You know, Bud is a hell of a person. You know, he knows how to handle business, and you know, he knows what he's worth, and he knows how to. You know, he's a good kid. So, man, he got a good team with him. I want to be tied to nobody. You know what I'm saying? We did everything for each other, and you know, I would want to fly straight. I wouldn't want nothing to hinder me. That's what I'm saying. So if I was anybody in that position, I would want nothing to be able to hinder me from doing what my goals, what I train. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm trying to get to. I wouldn't want nobody to get in the middle of that. You know. And like I say, when you sign contracts with people, when you stuck with people for an X amount of time, like I say, you know, time is money and everything, and time is everything, you know. So, you know, it just sometimes it ain't worth it. But, you know, that's the way I would go, just like a Mikey Garcia who capitalized making good money. All these guys are Devin Hayes, a couple of them that's doing their thing, you know. And, you know, shoot. So that's what I would do being in this situation, but I couldn't say, you know. Maybe it's, you know, they making a new amends, you know what I'm saying, with the, you know, but definitely Crawford is in the end, so, you know, I don't think that would hamper anything, you know. You know what I'm saying? Because I think he's in the end.
Well, Coach, man, we appreciate you, and we look forward to getting you back on after the fight, and enjoy the rest of your day. Coach, if you want to give out your social media, I know you got a YouTube channel as well, please do so.
Yes. You can follow me at Bernie the Boxer on my YouTube channel, as well as my Instagram, Bernie the Boxer. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you for bringing me on Boxing Voice. And, you know what I'm saying, I can't wait to talk to you again. I say, and on my show, I go usually I usually go on Sundays. I like to recap the fights on Saturday. Sometimes I go on Thursdays, but I always give out a warning. So just stay with me. It's Bernie the Boxer YouTube channel. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Thank you for calling in. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Bernie, the boxer out of the Terrence Bud Crawford camp.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.